Fallout 76 launched into an absolutely abysmal state in late 2018. Between countless bugs and glitches ruining the player experience to controversy surrounding the game's collector's edition items, Bethesda had misstep after misstep over the course of the last few months. The Fallout 76 hate train was a very successful endeavor for those that chose to tackle it here on YouTube, with most of the negative press being a part of Bethesda's own doing. After this incredibly rough launch period, Bethesda did remain silent for the most part until just the other day they released their 2019 content roadmap, which by the looks of it is going to be adding some changes and massive content additions. Despite the negative press surrounding the game at launch, and all of it being reported rightly so, it is fair to bring good news to light as well, as Bethesda truly does seem to have an action plan to turn Fallout 76 around and give players the game that they actually want, and Bethesda had this to say on plans moving forward. We know the game had a difficult launch, and we've made mistakes along the way, and we share in your frustrations when we do. We'll probably make a few more, and when we do, we will work to correct them as quickly as possible. Know that we're fully dedicated to making this game the best it can be, and even more so, a platform for endless Fallout adventures for years to come. To that end, we're excited to announce some of the new free content we've been working on Fallout 76 in 2019. Thanks again for sticking with us. It's a privilege to have such passionate and caring fans. We have big plans for 2019, and we'd love to hear your continued feedback on everything we're doing. We hope you keep sharing your thoughts with us on the forums, Reddit, in videos, and in streams, and your voices push us to do better, and your support has meant everything to us. We'll do our best to earn it. Now, it is nice to see that Bethesda has acknowledged the disastrous launch state of the game instead of pushing it aside, and I truly hope that this message and the roadmap sets the tone for not only the rest of 2019, but for the years to come for the game. It doesn't fix the past, but this is a big step for Bethesda and the player base, but what exactly is their plan moving forward? We're going to quickly go through and highlight all of the new features that are going to be coming with this update. So starting on March 12th, they kick off Wild Appalachia, and over the course of the few weeks and months, we'll bring the following pieces of content. We have two new sets of quests. The first is Sheer Terror. This is a questline focused on hunting cryptids and creatures of legend. The next is Ever Upwards, a new questline following the Pioneer Scouts. This allows you to earn merit badges, climb the ranks, and earn a customizable backpack for increased utility. We have a few sets of new features. The first is the Legendary Vendor and Scrapping, a new vendor that allows you to exchange and scrap your unwanted legendary items for new legendary gear. They will also be adding player vending machines, allowing you to sell items, and a new camera that lets the player take snapshots. And they're also going to be adding brewing and distilling. This allows the player to earn new stations, which in turn allow you to craft Nukashine and other recipes. There's also going to be a new seasonal event called the Fastnacht Parade, a new limited time event allowing players to earn unique rewards. This one does cause some concern though, as it could be a possibility that there will be things tied to the shop for this event, but we can only hope that Bethesda learned their lesson after the Unstoppables promotion that tied player power to the shop. Hopefully we won't be seeing another mess like that. And then to end this, we have a new game mode called Survival. This is the new survival mode, which is meant to bring mostly unrestricted PvP to the game, along with high rewards and challenges for the player to complete. Again, all of these will be drip-fed to the players over the course of a 3-month time frame, so updates to the game should be fairly consistent once we hit the first part of the roadmap, and it is worth noting that all of these updates and content additions will be free to all players. Wild Appalachia is a promising first step, but that's not where the new content stops. These next pieces of the roadmap we don't have as much detail about, but starting in summer of 2019, we have the Nuclear Winter and 3 new content additions that we currently know of. We will see a new game mode called Nuclear Winter, which is described as an entirely new way to play the game that changes the rules of the Wasteland. Nuclear Winter will also introduce high-level vault raids with the opening of Vault 96 and 94, and one point to bring up here is that Vault 96 is currently able to be glitched into in the full game, and it is full of Mirelurk and a Mirelurk Queen as well, which begs to question if this stuff is just placeholder until the real content is ready, or if this portion of the roadmap is simply delayed content. Nonetheless, it will be interesting to see how raid-like content will fit with the Fallout gameplay style. Nuclear Winter will be ending with a new feature called Legendary Players, which is a new prestige system that will allow players above level 50 to become legendary. This will reset their characters with new, more powerful abilities, and as we get closer and closer to this particular season, we're probably going to be seeing more and more pieces of the roadmap detailing all of these smaller things that are a part of this, and more info on these particular features. Bethesda will end the year with the Wastelanders, starting in fall of 2019, stating that players will embark on a tale with true choice and consequences. They say this is their biggest and most ambitious update for the game. Wastelanders will include a new main questline, new factions, new events, new features, and more surprises. Now, the optimist in me would like to think that this is a Bethesda update that will implement true NPCs to the game and give it more life and a legitimate storytelling outside of what the game currently offers. We, of course, will learn more about these updates as we get closer to them. I do want to end this video on a high note, as Bethesda is starting to show a lot of promise after what many deemed a complete and total failure. We know that we won't be seeing another main entry to the Fallout franchise for at least a few years, as Bethesda is working on Starfield and Elder Scrolls, two obviously massive projects, but with this roadmap, Bethesda said they are committed to improving Fallout 76, and if this same trend follows in the years to come, 76 might just become the game that everyone hoped it would be at launch. This series of updates might not fix every little problem or have every little thing players want, but if we see them repeat this for the next 2 to 3 years, Fallout 76 can and will become a far better game than what it was when it initially released. While this won't feed the Fallout hate train that has ran rampant through YouTube for the past few months, this type of communication and plan for improvement shows that if criticism is fair and the developers are serious about the game they want to make, they can make success from a failure, and it's important that we as players allow them to do that. When developers do bad, let them have the criticism, but do it in a civil manner, but also reward the good when a developer listens to those criticisms and ups their delivery for their next piece of content. If you're someone who was disappointed with Fallout 76 at launch, things may be shaping up in the coming weeks and months. I personally was someone who quickly lost interest after launch and moved on to something else, but I will be keeping my eyes on the game as we start moving into these new seasons of content, but these are just my thoughts on the matter. What do you all think? Will you be making a return to the game, and do you think Fallout 76 could become the game we all wanted? I would love to talk with you all in the comment section below and share your thoughts on the information that we currently have. With all of that being said, my name is Morgan, thank you all for watching today's video, and I will see you all next time.